Hello, friends. Miss Natalie here. Today I am going to show you how to create a custom gradient. Um, we're going to look over here at the gradient options. I'm going to make sure we've got our colors up first. So I'm going to go over to that gradient, fill gradients. I'm going to click. And if I can't find the foreground to background, and move that around, I can always make my own. Or if you have just an idea of another gradient you want to make, we're going to click on add. Then we're going to choose this first color. Here's where you choose the color. I'm going to grab the eyedropper tool and I'm going to go over to my color wheel and I'm just going to select a color on my color wheel. And that puts it in a triangle. And I'm going to make a light version of that particular color, light value. And that's going to be my first color. Then I'm going to go over here and click on this little teardrop or paint drop. That is my second color. And I'm going to click on the rectangle that allows me to choose. And if I move this out of the way, I can use that eyedropper to choose that first color. And then that'll give me the right color and I can choose a different value of that color. Okay. And now I have a gradient that is, I'm going to call this the green gradient, that goes from a light green or a light value of a green to the dark value of that same green. And if I hit OK, for not only does it put it in my current gradient that I would be using, it also keeps it there. And no matter what my colors that I am currently using for foreground and background, this green gradient is still an option. So if I say go to the select tool, make a sphere, use the gradient tool, click and drag. There we go. I've used that green gradient to make my sphere because under tool options, I've got radial chosen. All right. So one last thing, if you want to create a gradient with multiple colors, you can just double click on that line or click on the line and that will put other colors in. So you can have multiple colors in your gradient. Maybe you want it to go from yellow to green to blue. That gives you a very interesting gradient. This would not work for the sphere at all, but maybe you want it for the background. That would totally work. Let's do another layer and put it behind there. And let's put that in. And there's that gradient that we just did behind our sphere. So lots of things that you can do making up your own gradients. Go make some gradients and make some art.